Come with me as we explore the 11-mile canyon recreation area. The 11-mile canyon recreation area is located below the dam of the 11-mile reservoir near Lake George in the southeast corner of South Park. The narrow dirt road traversing the canyon used to be the old Colorado Midland Railroad bed before the dam and reservoir were constructed. The Colorado Midland Railroad, established in 1883, it was the first standard gauge railroad to cross the Continental Divide in Colorado, connecting Colorado Springs to Leadville and beyond. Unlike the reservoir area, which has an open basin and rangeland type topography, the canyon itself is forested, lush and rocky. The 11-mile canyon cuts through the plain, holding the South Platte River in its rocky bottom. As the river is unleashed from the dam above, it twists and crashes against huge boulders lining the canyon floor. A canopy of large trees provides a screen of shade that floats across the canyon with the moving sun. 11-mile Canyon is an unexpected paradise. As early as 1000 AD, the Ute Indians occupied the area and remained here for several hundred years. The most common archaeological sites in South Park are temporary campsites, which were probably used by the Ute Indians during summer and fall hunting. Ideal for a people who were hunters and gatherers, the area supported an abundance of buffalo, antelope, and fish. Vegetation included cactus, yucca, strawberries, and dozens of other edible plants. The intrusion of the Spanish and French explorers in the 1500s caused the Utes to leave the area temporarily. Later resettling here during the late 1600s after the initial quest for gold ended. These same European explorers are reported to have crossed the area in the 18th century.
Sunrise creeping over the hillside. Saddle the horse, it's a long old ride. The smell of leather and the morning dew. Dusty boots, I've got work to do. I'm a cowboy living the life, ranching hard from dawn to night, with the stars as my blanket, the moon as my light. I'm a cowboy and it feels just right. Fence posts need mending, the cattle's astray. A good dog by my side will find 'em today. The prairie wind sings, carrying its tune. A cowboy's work never done too soon. I'm a cowboy living the life, ranching hard from dawn to night, with the stars as my blanket, the moon is my light. I'm a cowboy, and it feels just right. There's calluses on my hands, dirt on my face, but freedom runs wild in this open space. The herd is my kingdom, the saddle my throne. In every field, I'm truly home. Campfires crackling, tales being told, with a sky full of diamonds, it never gets old. Every day's a blessing, even when it's rough. Being a cowboy, yeah, that's enough. I'm a cowboy living the life, ranching hard from dawn to night, with the stars as my blanket, the moon is my light. I'm a cowboy, and it feels just right.
In 1806, President Thomas Jefferson sent Lieutenant Zebulon Pike with 21 men to explore the South Park area. After a failed attempt at climbing what is now called Pikes Peak, Lieutenant Pike entered South Park just east of where 11 Mile Reservoir now lies, and then advanced west. He then climbed an elevation which was probably Spinney Mountain. Pike's 1806 journal provides the first clear evidence of Anglo-European influence in the area. However, it took another 50 years before that influence made an impact. By 1859, the first mining era began with the rediscovery of gold in the northern and western portions of South Park, and the Utes were once again forced to leave their favorite hunting grounds. This gold discovery created a dramatic population boom, with 11 Mile Canyon being primarily used as a transportation route. But South Park also supported ranching, timber harvest, and the fur trading businesses. Between 1861 and 1870, nearly 11,000 miners converged upon South Park and established permanent settlements, one of which was Fairplay. Today, Fairplay is the county seat of Park County and is one of only a few mining towns from that era to survive. Just after the turn of the century, the rapidly growing city of Denver began to seek backup water sources. Many sites were considered over a period of years. In 1926, survey work for the proposed dam began, and in 1932, the 11 Mile Canyon Dam was completed and heralded as an engineering triumph. Construction of the dam began in 1930 and was completed just 2 years later in 1932. 80 men worked on the original dam project, living in a camp about 1,000 feet down the canyon from the dam site. $300,000 sacks of cement were used to make 50,000 cubic yards of concrete for the original dam structure. The dam was built upon a series of stair steps cut into the surrounding rock wall and rising 147 feet high above the bedrock. The Denver Water Department owns the dam, the water, and most of the land that surrounds the reservoir. "11 Mile is one of 7 reservoirs that provide drinking water for Denver, and because of the obvious need to protect against pollution, strict regulations prohibiting certain recreational activities are in effect. The Division of Parks and Outdoor Recreation assumed management of the area in 1960 under a lease agreement with the Denver Water Board. Today, the waters of 11 Mile Reservoir cover the ranches and towns that once prospered long ago. The waterline cut some ranches in two, while others were totally submerged. Surrounding mountains and campgrounds in 11 Mile State Park have been named after a few of the ranchers whose lands now lie underwater. Halbert Cemetery is believed to be on dry land but has not been located. Mule deer, pronghorn antelope, porcupine, badger, black bear and elk may occasionally be observed, while cottontail rabbit, white-tailed jackrabbit, coyote, muskrat and ground squirrels are more frequently observed residents of the park. Eleven-Mile Canyon is a popular fishing destination known for its excellent trout fishing opportunities and is home to rainbow, brown, cutthroat and cutbow trout, with fish averaging between 12 and 17 inches. It offers great fishing conditions, especially in winter and early spring, and is known for its high fish per mile count. Fly fishing is particularly effective during hatches, providing excellent dry fly fishing experiences.
What's up, Bugs? Hi. I know I am. A little break to head back down.
Eleven-Mile Canyon Recreation Area is located below the dam of the 11-Mile Reservoir near Lake George in the southeast corner of South Park and is generally accessible year-round. However, service are reduced during the winter months. The entrance fee for 11-Mile Canyon Recreation Area is typically $7 per vehicle for day use. However, if you have a reservation, you may not incur this fee again for the duration of your stay. Additionally, there is a one-time fee of 11 points for those with a campground reservation.